So the begging question is, will LeBron stay? I think LeBron is using these statements that he's made. And let's go ahead and take a listen here and watch this. Yeah, this is crazy. He's having a really tough time with this loss. He wanted it. 40 points, 10 and 9. Almost a 40-point triple-double. He put it all out on the floor. So listen to this comment here. He says he needs time to think about it. He has a lot to think about. And I agree. But I think LeBron knew what he was going to say. He knows deep down inside, he's wondering how much of this can his body take to be able to operate at this level. Because if he can't operate at an elite level, there's no point of playing for a person like LeBron James. Lakers, the ball is in your court. LeBron is egging you on. Go get Kyrie. Speaking of Kyrie Irving, what were the Mavs thinking when they got him? What was the point? They totally threw away their season. They no longer had the chemistry that they had built the entire season. Did they only want him so that people would continue to pack the Mavericks stadium while Luka was hurt in some wild desperation of, man, we got to keep up our ticket sales? Why would they get Kyrie? Well, here's why. Here's an interesting theory. The theory is, and is going around the league right now, that the Mavericks owner, Mark Cuban, is trying to pull off the most amazing team that has ever been assembled. The Mavericks already have Luka. They have Kyrie. They are also trying to get LeBron James. That's why they get Kyrie. LeBron has already told the world that he loves Luka's game, that he would love playing with Luka. You have Luka, and you already have Kyrie. You lure LeBron in with Kyrie, and guess what? The Mavericks did something that was offensible to the league. They purposely threw their last game. They benched their guys. They self-sabotaged themselves from getting into the play-in. Now, why would they do that? Well, guess what? The Mavericks have a top 10 draft pick in next year's draft. So who could they possibly draft with that pick? Bronny James. So that's what they're going to do. They keep Kyrie. They have Luka. They get LeBron because they're going to draft Bronny James. And they formulate one of the greatest teams ever assembled so LeBron could live out his playing days, playing with his son and playing with Kyrie. And also playing with the future of the league, Luka, who could compete with Jokic and the Denver Nuggets next year. You heard it here first on the pod. LeBron, Kyrie, Bronny, all on the Mavericks. As men, we need to talk about some touchy subjects. And one of those is our gonad care. I'm going to show you my perennial body part care routine, which starts off utilizing a very gentle scrub to the region, doing that once or twice, very thorough. Then I go ahead and apply some shaving cream, get it smooth all the way down to that skin surface. If it doesn't feel like a balloon, it's not done. And then I go back in using that same scrub-a-dub-dub, and I go back and lather it up again. Once I've done this cycle, about twice. I apply a dash of non-irritating lotion to the region after I've patted myself dry. This is to ensure that I stay well moisturized and that I prevent any chafing from happening. Men, I encourage you to do this, share this, like it, subscribe. Erik Spoelstra is the league's best coach. Miami is the league's best organization. We are going to see a dynasty of championship teams eventually start coming out of Miami. And at the very least, Eastern Conference Finals champions. Spo got a lot of flack for coaching the super team with LeBron. People doubted his capabilities of actually being a good coach, saying, well, when you have good players, of course you're going to win the championship. He's proven everyone wrong. He has taken a Heat team that has 6 guys that went undrafted, and they are playing like absolute superstars. They're beating second seed Celtics, who have Jason Tatum, who have Jaylen Brown, who have Marcus Smart. They are annihilating them with quote-unquote scrubs. Have you heard of this TikToker, Mizzy, a British kid who filmed himself walking into people's houses unannounced? Just walking in and filming himself just to get famous, just to get some views. This is insane. Do you know what would happen to you in Chicago if you just walked in somebody's house and you told them that this was just a TikTok video to help you get views? I don't understand the concept of British gangsters or gangs or rough communities in England. I don't get it. I can't get past the accent. I'm just not put on the back of my heels or intimidated when well, put up your hands, mate. I'm going to stick you up. Give me your cash. Well, okay, we'll have some tea later. I'll gangbang. I'm a very bad guy. I can't take that serious. Like, I just laugh. Okay, here you go, British guy. Take my things. If the Celtics lose, Jaylen Brown is gone. Joe Mazzulla is gone. They're going to fire another good coach. It's trending in the league. But we will finally know for sure if the experiment of Jaylen Brown and JT was successful. And if they lose, it will finally put the nail in the coffin on this experiment. They simply don't mesh together. When they're firing at all cylinders, it's great. But it reminds me of another great team, OKC, when they had Kevin Durant, Westbrook, and Harden. This movie trailer is absolutely going viral. The movie is called Sound of Freedom, and it's starring Jim Caviezel. This trailer is crazy. Watch this. That just gives you chills when you watch that. This is based on a true story? This is crazy. This child trafficking is bigger than drugs? This is insane. Who are these people? Who are these people that are doing this? I hope this movie goes absolutely viral. I hope everybody in America watches this movie. The fact that kids are being abducted and trafficked and people accept this. I love the fact that this guy said, forget it. I'm going to do something about it. I think we all need to do this. Take it into our own hands, start a little organization, and start taking out these psychos who are doing this crazy stuff to kids, like the Equalizer. Have you heard of dolphin-assisted births? This is crazy. You go on the internet, you find strange stories of people, women going down to Mexico and having babies in a pool of dolphins. And the dolphins are just using echolocation to provide a calming atmosphere. They go while you're having a baby. And it's said that these babies, when they're born, are advancing. They're like super evolved babies. And so women are flocking to these zones where it's legal to have a dolphin-assisted birth. Now, here's the crazy thing about dolphins. Their brains are the second biggest on Earth next to ours. No one else in the animal kingdom has a bigger brain. They also have their own unique language. They respond. They respond to their own names, meaning they create names for each other. And if you replicate the whistles and the clicks, they will actually respond. They teach their young culture. They pass it on. They form alliances and social groups that last decades. These freaking things are smarter than we think. And we've only scratched the surface of what we know about dolphins. Are these some kind of human beings that we've just misunderstood? And they're saying the dolphins could, during the birth, the baby comes out and the dolphins swim around and they bring the baby up to the surface for its first breath. This is wild.